Hello there, this is Charlie, and you're listening to the TestIO Open Mic Podcast, a podcast created by testers for testers. TestIO Testing Cup 2022 has ended, and you already heard some of the participants' stories and learnings that really show us how big the impact of such an event on our community is, especially on new testers. They got to know more about our platform, our rules, the most important reporting requirements, and they even make friends along the way. This is the same for EPAM systems testers, who have started participating more and more each year. So the Testing Cup also helps tighten bonds between our freelance testers and EPAM testers. Today I'm here with testers from EPAM systems, and we're going to talk about their experience during the Testing Cup 2022. Hi, how's everything, guys?
Hi, Charlie. Hi, everyone. I'm doing well today, and it's very nice out there. So I think it's very good day for us to talk about the experience in testing IO Cup 2022. So I'm very happy to be here. Thank you.
It is a good day, thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I'm feeling great today. As Anton, feel so happy to be here today as well. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. So, would you mind introducing yourself? Maybe you wanna share your name, your real name, your Discord username, if any, and anything else you wanna share about yourself, please.
Okay, first of all, I would like to say thank you for inviting me to this podcast talking about the testing IO Testing Cup 2022. And speaking about myself, I'm Tuấn, and my Discord name is Tuấn underscore Nguyễn Phó. In my free time, I like watching movies, action movies, sci-fi, adventure movies, and many videos on YouTube to get more experiential knowledge about everything because I'm curious about everything.
Yeah.
And I love traveling and nature. Sometime about my company, I come from Epam, Vietnam, and in Epam, I am a software engineering in test. So I'm very happy. Yes, and in Vietnam, EPAM has two locations.
Oh.
Um, that is in Ho Chi Minh City,
Hmm.
which belongs to the south of Vietnam, and another city is Hanoi City. It is capital of Vietnam, and it is belongs to the north of Vietnam. And I'm currently live in Hanoi. So yes, thank you, and very very happy to be here today and work what at EPAM company.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And about me, my name is Anh, AN8, and my Discord name is Anh underscore Nguyệt, and I'm 25 years old. Now I'm working as software testing engineer at EPAM Vietnam. Currently, I'm working remotely. Something about me. I'm just like kind of introvert, so I love some indoor activities like listening to music or reading book. Yeah, that's all from me.
Thank you, Chen, and for your introducing yourself. So, the Testing Cup, how do you get or create a team, and what was the initial motivation to participate in the TestIO Testing Cup 2022?
At EPAM Vietnam, our quality engineering group is a cohesive team one. So when we heard that there is a testing contest, although before we already heard about the test IO, but some people here didn't have a chance to participate and test in
Mm,
test IO. So we quickly decided to form two teams
mm.
in Ho Chi Minh City and in Hanoi City to participate.
Oh, cool.
And after that, we spent a lot of time, to explore and learning about the rules, the strategies, because each team have want to have private strategy to win, right? So we had to spend a lot of time to learn and discuss about that.
Yes.
About motivation, at the beginning of time, our goal is and motivation is to learn and improve our testing skills
Mm.
through a Test IO Testing Cup 2022 challenge. And I think that it was a very, very interesting event and a little bit challenge for our team.
I can tell, Tuan. What was your team?
My team is Fantastic Five.
Oh, yeah, the Fantastic Five. Thank you, Tuan. And
Yes.
what about you, Anne?
The same as Anton.
Oh,
This is
same
the first
team.
time. Yeah, no, no, not same team, but this is the first time for me to join this
Mm.
competition. And
Wow.
I knew about SIO before until when, working at EPAM, I had a chance to challenge myself in testing cup competition. And
Mm.
my team's name is Debugger, and we from Ho Chi Minh team.
Mm. Yeah, the
Yeah,
debuggers, yeah.
yeah. So about the motivation or something like
Yes,
that,
please.
like yep, we always long for improving ourselves and growing more by learning new things. So we like taking part in some competition, some event like testing cup, so we will know where we are and what we need to improve in the future. So I think that's the big reason why we want to participate in this competition. Yeah.
Excellent, guys. And so, what was your favorite thing about the Testing Cup 2022?
How about you, Anton?
Okay. Speaking about favorite thing, I think that was my team that we've built. You know, all the test member
Mm.
in my team are pretty amazing. I remembered that at that time we worked close each other on achieving the same goal and working hard on getting the best result. In my team, we always respect each other and trust each other
Mm.
because we know that the uh, the most important thing here is you need people together.
Yes.
We have many call, many chat, and I think the interesting is we learn from each other and we have gained more experience about the way to post the effective work and give clear viewer to the other readers. And
Mm.
I think that is very, very important for tester.
It is. It is agreed. And you, Anne?
Yes. So
Hmm.
for me, it's a kind of a big question because there are many things that I really like in this event.
Yeah, that's right.
Like
Mm.
the way it's organized and the way it brings software testing community together. But I think
Hmm.
the most interesting thing I love in this event is the way the way to earn points when testing. I mean the rule. We just like focus on bug quality and the way we
Mm.
create
Hmm.
a bug should follow the rule that we can apply not just in
Hmm.
this competition but also in our current projects. So I really like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Another thing is I think we when we joining the testing cup 2022 we actually compete with each other in a positive
Mm.
way. You I mean like all the member in my team have to work and contribute
Mm.
their opinion, not like hey, this is my background, don't touch it.
Mm.
But we have to review every bug before submitting into the system to make sure that the bug we submitted is give enough and precise information, so we can gain more score. Yeah,
Oh, that's
I would
good.
say that.
Teamwork.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to back to that in just a bit, but let's go with the other side of the competition. What was the most complicated part for you for your participation? Like, and of course, what improvements may you may suggest to making EPAM teams more involved in the event?
Hmm. How about you, Anh Nguyễn?
Well, the complicated part, for me, we got time limitation, right? We got time
Hmm.
limitation in this competition. I mean, we just have 3 hours for each for testing each application. So we had to test a certain application to find the bug, and then we had to know which defect in the best quality to raise. And then we have to test it in another devices, browser, then create bugs in just 3 hours. So it seemed like we were like testing under time pressure. So because of that, for me, time management is my big challenge in this event. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
So how about you? And
Interesting.
yeah. Yes, I totally agree with Anh Nguyễn opinions. Um, but sometimes this event was challenging and sometimes it's tough, not only for me but also my team because this is the first time I joined to the test IO.
Hmm.
So in my point of view, the most complicated part maybe like although we can find a lot of bugs, but my team's score still
Hmm.
low.
How
So
come?
we yeah w- after that we had to spend so many times discuss together, and we have to find a way what is problem with
Hmm.
us. So we have to discuss together with only purpose, like to find a way how to raise the valid bug, but less description, but enough and precise information. To give more clear understanding to judge. Sometimes when I posted the book, so another member said to me that I have to rewrite my sentence, and I have to reattach my screenshot or my screen scratch.
Hmm.
So I think I have learned a lot of useful things during the testing IO Cup.
yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
so you were not also new, but you also guys have experience, testing experience,
Yes.
Yes,
and
correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
you were saying that the scores were low. Do you guys understood what was that difference you were seeing on the score based on your experience?
Yeah.
Oh, please, can you please
Yes.
elaborate?
As I said before, that although we can find a lot of bugs,
Hmm.
but my team score is still low. So we my resource management ask us to discuss many times to find a way or find the root cause of that. And the reason is come from us because
Oh.
we didn't have enough information, or just a title of the
Hmm.
bugs, just not enough information. And after that we realized it and
Oh.
we fixed that.
Okay.
And it's not also in the testing cup, but it's also useful in when we assign to the real project in EPAM. So
Cool.
we continue working on that. We found the root cause and make them better in another round.
Gotcha.
Yes.
And what about with Was it the same with the debuggers? And
Yes, the same. We in the same team. I mean, the whole team had just divided
hmm.
to into two teams. So the way
Oh, now I
do
understood.
the
Gotcha,
same.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just got curious about your experience with testing. What kind of testing do you guys usually perform?
For me, it's functional testing.
Yes.
Functional testing.
Also for functional testing,
Did you
right?
guys do test
Functional.
cases most of the time, or do you have some exploratory testing as well?
Yes. Because my work in daily life
Hmm.
is find the bug. So
Hmm.
we have to learn many style of testing, such as functional, content, or visual bug, as I
Hmm.
remember. And from that, I mean, from the test case, we usually transfer it to automation test
Hmm.
and make sure that
Yeah,
the application didn't have many bugs, and we try to prevent the unclear or misunderstanding between developers and stakeholder and tester.
yeah.
So from that, we believe we can make sure that the application will fine when it comes from production.
Gotcha. I also remember seeing some performance bugs. Do you also do performance testing,
Mhm,
like on a regular basis?
mhm. Mm, from my experience, I didn't have many chance to do the
Oh,
performance testing, but in TestIO, we did a little bit of performance testing, like we inspect element on the HTML and we see that the page is loading lower or faster.
hmm.
So we actually did performance testing in TestIO Testing Cup 2022.
Yes, yes, yes. I remember that. And we were really puzzled because from EPAM we got many good reports, but from a different kind of
Mhm,
testing TestIO performed, which is exploratory testing. So everything that is in like on the console that is not visible for users is considered
mhm,
edge case or not relevant for exploratory testing with TestIO. So that was very hard for us to decide because we like this kind of testing you guys perform every day, and we like the
mhm,
reports, but we need to assess them all equally. And since that's not the kind of testing TestIO performs and what I was expecting for the testing in CAP 2022, that was, I think, the answer. I think this is the answer for why your score were lower. It's not because, I mean,
mhm,
it's not because
mhm,
you guys don't have the experience or
mhm,
probably didn't understand correctly the rules or the documentation. I think it's more because of
mhm,
exploratory testing. The way we do it is just were very new for you.
mhm. Maybe, maybe.
And any improvements you may suggest to making EPAM teams more involved in the event, based on your experience, of course, your first experience with us?
I think the contest organizer should encourage more EPAM teams to involve in the event by giving them more motivation, such as I think that the badge on our website, heroes.epam.com, I think, or even give them more modern facilities, Apple TV or example, or Apple Watch, or
Yes.
something like
Mhm.
that. And for example, like we can create many music shows to have a relaxed atmosphere after each round.
Oh,
So, by yeah, by that way we by that way we can like do a test and after that we can relax a little bit to prepare more for next round. So I believe by that way we can uh, make it them
Mm.
better.
Yes. But do you agree that this is the first time for it? So we have some struggles,
Hmm.
right, Anton? Like competitions,
Mm.
rules, or how
Yeah,
to raise a bug correctly,
Oh,
how to
cool.
assign
yeah.
tasks to team members based on their strengths, something like that. But
Yeah,
I think we are
Hmm.
so happy to know that we improve testing skill through each
Yeah.
round. So at least we have experience. So um, I don't. What do you think about? We will come back next year for sure.
Yeah,
please,
of course, of
please.
course.
Yeah.
Because you know we already have some experience on that on this event, so I believe in the next year when we have a chance to involve, so we believe the result will be better.
Definitely.
And uh, during that time we have to like learn more
Yes.
skills and learn from each other, so we can do better. I believe so.
Yeah, we are improving for the comeback.
Yes. How about you?
Well, yes, I definitely want to see you next year,
Hmm.
definitely.
Yeah.
So now that we have talked a little bit, you've mentioned a little bit about the way you were testing. So, but how did you actually test, guys? Like, what was the dynamic during the testing time? Was it fun or maybe stressful? Do you have an interesting, funny moment to share with us during the competition? How was that?
Oh, it actually it was a little bit nervous and a little bit tough for us in the beginning of the time because you know we
Yeah.
are we like new members in test.io, so we have to learn new rules. And about the funny moments, during the
Yes, please.
preparation, we had a lot of meeting to discuss about the way how to raise a few bugs with better effective bugs. So we talked with each other. We had many chance to discuss with each other and so on. We had a lot of interesting and funny moment. I think, for example, we made jokes
What kind of
and
joke?
have a relax. Like we I don't remember
Hmm,
exactly, but some jokes made me relax after the contest.
cool.
So I think this is funny moment for me. Actually, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm,
Me too. And we are all serious
Mhm.
about this event,
hmm.
to be honest. So uh, about Ho Chi Minh team, we created three types of
Oh,
meeting in
What?
this testing cup for
wow.
each round. So the first one is for the meeting for
Mhm.
preparation, where we share about testing rules or
Hmm.
appearances or
Mhm.
testing skills. And during the testing time, we also had another meeting to assign tasks to everyone and discuss about the defects
Wow, cool.
and review
Mhm.
together. Yeah. So after each round, we also review our results and discuss about what we need to improve to the next round. So yeah, that's what we actually test in this event. Yeah, but we really like it. We are already applying in our
Mhm.
current project.
Yeah.
That is also
Yes.
Oh, I'm
useful.
very glad to hear this,
Mm,
guys. Thank you so much, and Twen, for having participated in the TESAIO Testing Cup 2022 and sharing it all with us, colleagues, testers, and listeners.
you're welcome. Um,
Yeah, you're welcome.
Although we didn't get into the last three rounds, but I believe we have learned a lot of useful and helpful things from TestIO Testing Cup. So we did know to improve the work. Thank you so much. I think I strongly believe with the experience we got after the testing cup, we truly grow and know like how to raise
Yes.
and give the enough information, how to raise effective bug, and the most important thing is to make sure that the application will be
Mm.
better for developer and how to like we want to apply the knowledge into the real project. So we keep learning from it and trying to do our best. So I think this is most important learn from the test IO testing cup. Thank you so much.
I'm very thrilled to hear this that this has happened to the entire Vietnam EPAM team because that was our entire purpose. You know, it's not just for fun. It's
Oh,
we really want people
mm,
testers to get better at what they do because that translates into
yeah.
more earnings. So yes, thank you guys.
No, I just gonna like thank you so much for giving me
Hmm.
a chance to share. I mean, for sharing to everyone, and I think it's kind of useful program for not just only the new one, but also other who
Hmm.
like
Yeah,
test IO. Yeah, thank you so
absolutely.
much,
Thank you
Charlie.
so much, Charlie.
Thank you, Anne and Tran, and thank you all for listening to the Tesayo Open Mic podcast. If you want to know more about us, what we do, how we do it, and build a QA testing career in the IT industry from scratch, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to listen to our private podcast, please join our Discord community directly from your tester account. Take care, stay safe, and stay tuned. Cheers.